It is both my responsibility and honor to call us to order for our RTA Board of Trustees meeting Tuesday, March the 19th, 2024. May we hear the roll call?
Mayor Biassiata.
Here.
Mayor Kumar.
Here.
Mr. Love. President Lucas.
Here.
Ms. McPherson.
Here.
Ms. Mersman.
Here.
Ms. Pachetti.
Here.
Mr. Sleesman.
Here.
Mayor Weiss.
Here.
And Ms. Welch.
Here.
You have 9 board members present. You have a quorum.
Thank you. We have certification.
Mr. President, I first advise that notice of this meeting has been posted more than 24 hours in advance of the meeting, that the usual notification has been given to news media and other interested persons, and that all requirements of the Ohio Revised Code and rules and bylaws of this board regarding notice of meeting have been complied with.
Thank you very much. We now need a motion to approve the minutes of February the 27th.
So moved, Mayor Weiss.
Thank you. Second.
Second, Mayor Kumar.
Thank you very much. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Thank you very much. Now the approval for March the 5th, motion.
So moved, Mayor Weiss.
Second.
Second, Mersman.
Thank you very much. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Thank you very much. Public comments, 2 minutes on agenda items. Anyone who is here, please come to the podium. Anyone that's here, please come to the podium. They will assist you getting out.
Morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. This is Mr. Rodriguez, and I'm here to testify because I am a little bit upset about what's going on with the autism community in the system. I'm a little bit autistic, and I have sensory processing disorders. So when I arrive on the main fixed route service on the 18 or whatever bus it is, first noise I hear that overwhelms me is the ramp system or the kneeling system, is the buzz, is that bell that sounds when it's being deployed. Second is the speaker box is a little too loud. Some buses have 2 speaker boxes. We need to start investing in a better speaker box system, and that's more sensory friendly, and to indicate that the operator should not change the sign while there's someone with autism or under the spectrum, because all the bells and all the noises that computer makes is a little overwhelming. On the rampant, I understand that they have to blow the horn to alert people when they're pulling up at the station. That's passable a little bit, but when you're board the train, the operator megaphone is too loud, and I sometimes have to cover my ears. Not to tell the bell when they're closing the door. And they have to announce the stops. I understand that. On the paratransit, some of the buses are a little bit raggedy. The wheelchair lift is rattling. The emergency exit doors are rattling a little bit. Today it was a better ride. The bus was in better condition. But that's one of the situations I face in the system. I like the system, and I'm very happy that we have a system, but it needs to be a little bit more sensory friendly. On the paratransit phone answer line, that phone line needs to be updated, and you guys should learn from the Autism Speaks community. They actually allow you to turn off the music while you're waiting on the line to be answered, to be taken care of over the phone. The answer system has not been updated, and that's my spiel for today. Thank you.
All right, thank you for being here. They'll escort you. All right, anybody else in person? Anybody else here in person? Anybody else here in person? All right, we go to the phone.
Do we have anyone on the phone?
We have one caller, caller 0387. You can go ahead.
This is Eric Stewart. Cleveland Neighborhood Progress is one of two entities that owns Shaker Square along with Burton, Bell, and Carr. By the way, Burton, Bell, and Carr is named after city council people who had a responsibility, prior council people who had a responsibility to the social economic well-being of the public, as does RTA, only through the implementation of public transit. It appears that Florence A. Cavers, Chief of Operations for RTA, is on the Board of Trustees for Cleveland Neighborhood Progress. If you read their website, they're conveying thought that they want to improve neighborhoods in Cleveland. This includes Shaker Square, which is part of their ownership, which is what they own, inside the neighborhood and the connected neighborhoods that run into Shaker Square. Florence A. Cavers is directly responsible for reducing public transit through Shaker Square. So now those 24 plus businesses, have less transit, partly because of Florence A. Cavers. The 48A running through Shaker Square as an hourly bus with the regular 48 as an hourly bus will give 30-minute service intervals to Shaker Square, commencing from the northern points of East 131st Miles and from the points of 93rd and Chester all the way up to East 131st Miles. In addition to that, the 15A, if put into service, will give service to Shaker Square for those 24 plus businesses if it is an hourly bus, where it will also connect with it will give complimentary service to both 48 buses, the 11 bus. It will also give complimentary service to the rapid in Blue and Green Line rapid during the area where people can't always get to the rapid between Shaker Square and 116th, and the number 50 bus up to and through University Circle. But they have a board of trustee member, a treasurer, who was a direct contributor to
In
working
the
against
back,
their cause.
that's
Monte
2
Cabers there.
minutes.
There are no other callers.
Okay, thank you. And there are no comments on the web form.
All right, thank you very much. We will go to our reports. Is there anybody from the Board of Governance report? Anybody from organization? Mayor, showing anybody? All right, from audit?
No report.
No report. Stakeholders? All right. Civilian oversight?
Yes, that we'll just have the creation of the ad hoc selection committee to review the interim applicants for the appointment of the COC.
How many openings are there?
I'm sorry?
How many openings are there?
There are 2 openings at the moment.
And those have been posted on our website?
Yes, we ended up at the beginning of the year putting out a call for applicants. So we will be looking for 2 more people to fill the roles on this committee.
And for those interested in applications, when will that period close? When will we stop?
That
accepting?
period has already closed. We closed that, I believe, March 15th?
That's correct.
Yes.
All right. So at this meeting, we are going to make sure that this committee is continued, and you will have the names in, and then they're having a meeting also this week. Is that right? All right. Any discussions about that from any board members? You know what we're doing on that? Good. All right. Ms. McPherson?
No report.
All right. And no report from Paratransit. And Mr. Sleesman?
There's no report for the tech committee either.
No report from there, all right? We have the introduction of new employees. Oh, yes, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Good morning, all. My name is Ida Ford. I'm the manager of talent acquisition. Board President Reverend Lucas, I want to say openly thank you for your leadership and all you've done for the community and the people that we serve. India Birdsong, Terry, and the entire board. It is my pleasure to announce the new hires and promotions. I get so excited when this comes around because our team has this bell that they ring every time there's a new hire. So you'll hear a bell and you hear a lot of clapping. So this is exciting. We're going to start with the operators for the month of March, and that is Carlos Tyus, Damon Wheat, Brandon Albach, Michael Moore, Charles Hurst, Ronell Hill, Joshua McGuire, Lamar Kimball, and Robert King. Moving on is Natalie Ortiz Marquez, Willie Haley, Devontae Williams, Alicia Kendricks, Damon Scott, Patrina Bell Weston, Ali Vinson, and Alicia King, and finally, Kirill Sobolov. Finishing up the operators is Jarvis Wolford, William Munn. And then we have, his name is Ramsey Isaac, but he is representing the IT department as an IT security analyst. Going into the legal division, we have Gabrielle Ledbetter as safety data compliance analyst, Catherine Mahone as associate counsel for contract and real estate, and Samantha Pikachu as a legal assistant. Moving into securities and transit police, we have Phyllis Wilson as a security system specialist, and Leonardo Constantino as transit police, Gregory Reeland, transit police. The final two hires for March are Julia Stafford as signal maintainer and Andrew Riley. We're next leaving into our promotions. These three individuals have only been with the company, RTA, a very short time, but they are some new rising stars. And you look at Marquita Hill as a budget management analyst number 1, Paul Durzik, actually was recruited from Cleveland Metro Park, a 15-year veteran, over here as maintenance technician, and also Eric Maseth II as the assistant equipment manager. Congratulations to them all. Thank you.
All right. That completes that report. We have the introduction of resolutions. 2024-19.
All right. Authorize an increase to contract number 2022-054 with Delta Railroad Construction Incorporated for Project 52X, light rail track rehabilitation replacement of the East 75th Street interlocking in an amount of $141,968.60 for a total contract amount not to exceed $3,789,476.44, and reinstating the general manager, chief executive officer's change order signing authority in its entirety, RTA Development Fund, Engineering and Project Development Department budget.
All right. You've heard, is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion?
President
Yes.
Lucas, could I request a roll call vote on this as well as the next two for work in the city of Cleveland, please?
Truly. Any discussion? All right. Call the roll.
All right. Mayor Biassiata.
Yes.
Mayor
Yes.
Kumar.
Yes.
President Lucas.
Yes.
Ms. McPherson.
Yes.
Ms. Mersman.
Abstain.
Ms. Pachetti.
Yes.
Mr. Sleesman.
Yes.
Mayor Weiss.
Yes.
And Ms. Welch.
Yes.
We have 8 ayes and 1 abstention. It passes.
Thank you very much. 2024-20.
Authorizing an increase to contract number 2023-030 with Suburban Maintenance and Construction Incorporated for Project 62A, rehabilitation of track platform bridges over West 117th Street in the amount of $765,000 for a total contract amount of $8,352,660.93, and reinstating the general manager, chief executive officer's change order signing authority in its entirety, RTA Development Fund, Engineering and Project Development Department budget.
A motion, please?
So moved.
Second, Welch.
Thank you. Any discussion? Any discussion? I think a roll call was asked for this as well.
All right, Mayor Biassiata,
Yes.
Mayor Kumar,
Yes.
President Lucas,
Yes.
Ms. McPherson,
Yes.
Ms. Mersman,
Abstain.
Ms. Pachetti,
Yes.
Mr. Sleesman,
Yes.
Mayor Weiss,
Yes.
and Ms. Welch.
Yes.
You have 8 ayes and 1 abstention. It passes.
Thank you. 1/8/24/21.
Authorizing contract number 2023-156 with Quality Control Inspection Incorporated for Project 52N-CS, Tower City, East Portal, Rehabilitation, Construction, Inspection Services in an amount not to exceed $499,649. Development Fund, Engineering and Project Development Department budget.
A motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Any discussion? Discussion. I've stated each time, where it looks like we're just zipping through. These have already been vetted, they've been to committee meeting, so forth. All right? All those in favor, aye?
I believe Ms.
Aye.
Merson also wants the roll call for this one as well.
Or did you? I'm
Okay.
sorry. Thank you. Roll call.
Okay, Mayor Biassiata,
Yes.
Mayor Kumar,
Yes.
President Lucas,
Yes.
Ms. McPherson,
Yes.
Ms. Mersman,
Abstain.
Ms. Pachetti,
Yes.
Mr. Sleesman,
Yes.
Mayor Weiss,
Yes.
and Ms. Welch.
Yes.
We have 8 ayes and 1 abstention. It passes.
Thank you. 1/8/24/22.
Authorizing contract number 2023-188 with Perk Company Landscaping and Snow Plowing, LLC, to provide rail landscaping services in an amount not to exceed $1,181,147.07 for a period of 3 years, and in amounts not to exceed $401,616.12 and $405,632.28 for each of the 2 option years, respectively, for a total 5-year contract amount not to exceed $1,988,395.47. General Fund, Service Management Department budget.
All right. Have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you.
I'd like to request a roll call vote for this.
Roll call has been requested.
Okay. Mayor Biassiata,
Yes. Yes.
Mayor Kumar,
Yes.
President Lucas,
Yes.
Ms. McPherson,
Yes.
Ms. Mersman,
Yes.
Ms. Pachetti,
Yes.
Mr. Sleesman,
Abstain?
Mayor Weiss,
Yes.
and Ms. Welch.
Yes.
We have 8 ayes and 1 abstention. It passes.
Thank you. 2024-23.
Amending Section 222.04, Community Advisory Committee of the Codified Rules and Regulations of the Greater Cleveland Regional Transit Authority.
Have a motion?
Motion Welch.
Second?
Second, Mersman.
Thank you very much. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any requests? Not all those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Oh, no one, no. Thank you very much. Hearing now, always a brilliant report from our Secretary Treasurer. Hello, sir.
Reverend Lucas, good morning once again. Members of the board, my name is Raj Gautam. I'm the Chief Financial Officer for the Greater Cleveland RTA, as well as the Secretary Treasurer. This report will be a little shorter than normal. Typically, we get the monthly sales tax between the 15th and the 20th of the month. The March receipts have not yet arrived. So I'll be sharing numbers through February, which we've previously talked about. We'll start off by reviewing the economic conditions. This one charts both the inflation rate and the interest rate by each month. Through the end of February, inflation increased to 3.4% from 3.1% in January. The FOMC is actually meeting today and tomorrow, and we'll have some additional information that will be shared with you at a later time as to what the future action on the interest rates are going to be. In February 2024, ridership was 8.9% higher when compared to the same period for 2023. Most modes have seen an increase in ridership. On a year-to-date basis, we are up 8.9% over last year. Passenger fares. 1.6% below January 2024 for the previous month. We remain 17.6% above budget. On a year-to-date basis, passenger fares are 20.5% higher than the 2-month period in 2023. As I previously stated, we have not yet received March receipts from the state of Ohio. These are the February numbers that we have previously discussed. On a year-to-date basis, we are down 0.5%. And this remains obviously the largest unrestricted source of our revenues, et cetera. It has been very, very strong over the last several years. With that, I'll be happy to take any questions.
Questions to the Secretary Treasurer? Question? Yes, sir.
Raj, could we go back and look at the ridership slide for a moment?
Sure.
Can you refresh my recollection? The 2023, the 36.7%
Was an increase over 2022.
Okay. Guess I'd forgotten that. It was a large, large increase.
So I think each year you're seeing a slight increase over the year, over the same period the year before.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Any other questions?
To the Secretary Treasurer? If not, thank you very much, sir, for
My pleasure.
Excellent report.
Thank you.
Hearing now from the General Manager.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning. There we go. I also have a brief report. We have time that's flying by. Wanted to be able to give a quick update on a couple of the events that have been going on in March. Hard to believe that we're here already at the end of Q1. We did have a very robust St. Patrick's Day parade over the weekend, had a lot of staff from RTA as well as community investment in that particular event. No transit issues, happy to report. We also had, as well as administrative volunteers, plenty of operational volunteers, as well as transit police and transit ambassadors who patrolled the stations and the bus stops in the downtown area, and also provided extra capacity on the blue and green lines to make sure that riders were able to be taken safely to and from the parade. So thank you for everybody to their assistance with that. Also coming up, we wanted to preempt this. We are in March, so I figured it would be apropos to mention this, even though it has not happened yet. We'll come back with a follow-up next month. But this is the first Women's History Month conference that RTA will be hosting next week, and this will be hosted at the Cleveland Public Library. We're trying to also support our sister agencies and community work, and this is hosted by our ERG, our Employee Resource Group, another acronym, EWT, Elevating Women Together. If you remember or recall, we have 4 ERGs at RTA. The first, being the inaugural one, was actually for female professional development, and that is the EWT. So this is being headed up by Felicia Brooks-Williams and also Davita Banks. Both women have been really attached to this personally. Davita serves in our Triscuit district as a transportation manager, and Felicia serves here in main office, heading up our OEO, ADA, and DEI. More acronyms for you. So they're really interested in being able to move forward with this event. I will be doing my best Oprah impression for a panel that will include several members of the C-suite outside of RTA, Ohio Debate Commission, the Rabin Group, and also a couple others that we're confirming. We're super excited to be able to have them on board. Again, without spoiling the party, I'll go ahead and provide update for that in April, but just really excited about this, and thanks to everyone and all the females in the room for your leadership, not only here at work, but also at home. Also took a little day trip to Chicago, Illinois. You'll see here it's a split screen you've got. You've got the FTA on the left and the control center for CTA, Chicago Transit Authority, on the right. About 6 of us went to take a day trip to the Federal Transit Administration, which is housed in downtown Chicago. We will be meeting quarterly with the FTA to make sure that we are keeping a watchful eye on our grant activity, especially given all of the robust funding coming with Railcar. So this is a great opportunity for us to really just get mired in the detail of making sure that we are always in compliance, but also not just that, but ahead of the game. We're really finding ourselves in a different field of play, if you call it that. We've got a record amount of funding tied up in capital grants right now, given all that's going on with the railcar replacement that has not happened in generations. On top of all of the BRT projects, all of the vehicle replacement projects, bridge work, so on and so forth, we have not seen this amount of activity in the capital grants projects in decades. And so for this very reason, we've made an agreement with Region 5 at the FTA to be able to have a back and forth. So we go see them, they come see us. We go see them, they come see us. And lucky as you would have it, they will also be here for the rail conference for APTA in June. And so we're going to hopefully piggyback on that, as well as give them a couple tours of our system. So it's a great time to make sure that the feds are in line with everything that's going on with Cleveland and kind of get us back in the saddle to meet in person. While we were there, we did tour the control center. They do have a pretty robust one in CTA. I've worked there before, so it was like going back home. And being able to talk about not only the best practices for dispatch, but also what's happening with safety measures, and then innovation and technology. We want to make sure that we're ahead of the game. We have been doing quite a bit of work in our tech sphere here in Cleveland, and we also want to look to some of the larger agencies to see what they have going on. CTA will be building a brand new control center in the next couple years, so we also will be talking with them about what goes into that, and also what are best practices, so that when we think about revamping ours soon to come, we'll be able to know what's going on nationwide as well. So super excited about that, and thank you to CTA. Also, we had Frontier Airlines. As you might have remembered a few months back, you graciously approved our part of the package of bringing Frontier to Cleveland as a hub. Frontier is well on their way to making their staff and airline employees comfortable here in Cleveland. They had a group of about 20 or 30 airline employees that were getting to know Cleveland as they start to relocate here to the area. And part of that are 7-day transit passes that we offered them as part of the welcome package through Destination Cleveland. So we did have a great opportunity to mingle with some of the C-suiters and also the airline employees that you may see on a Frontier journey that you may take coming near you. And they really appreciated the idea that we could provide travel training to a lot of their employees that will be taking our service to get to and from the airport, from their new homes in Cleveland. So thank you to Frontier, and we're really excited to be part of that welcome. Now I believe I'm going to hit the button, if that's the right way to do it. Okay. Okay. Before I do, we will have a celebratory thank you for Reverend Lucas later today, to just say thank you for your time on the board serving as president. As you all may know, we have elections closing in today on many fronts within the region, and actually RTA is our election announcement today later on in the board meeting. So I wanted to be able to just share a little bit of a visual thank you along with the team for Reverend Lucas and those that are tuning in. He's done quite a bit for our agency over the last couple of years as president, and of course years before sitting on the board, and before that in the community as far as ministry goes. So we appreciate you, Reverend Lucas. You are probably one of the most active board chairs that I have worked for. You keep me on my toes, as well as the team, very active in the community. So with that, we'd like to say thank you and play a little video for you. So Reverend Lucas, we appreciate you and salute you today for your service to RTA. Thank you.
Wow, my goodness, thank you. I didn't know I did all of that, my Lord. Thank you very much.
Right.
I will make my report when we have the session a little bit later. Any old business reports today? Any old business, any new business? All right, public comments. This is your time. Public comments. Anybody here? Good, we'll give you time.
You may have to hit the button. I think I turned it off.
Copy. Oh,
You got it? Okay,
pressed it,
thanks,
yeah.
Doc.
Hello, board members. I'm back again. My name is Brian Higar. Once again, 27-year transit rider, Greater Cleveland RTA. I want to say the one person that was on the phone before, I think his name is Mr. Stewart. I want to clarify what Mr. Stewart was saying. I don't have my phone with me, but the 50 line implemented right during the next gen study, I think I disagree on some of the aspect that he was saying, because I ride the 50 every day to and from Cedar University across. And it can get a little bit better, but I just don't like how frequent it comes, because you have one bus going north. By the time the other bus comes south, sorry about that, and they meet up at the same time point, which is 116th to Buckeye, following the 8 going across, and someone needs that crosstown connection, they had to sit out there for an hour or a half an hour when traffic is not heavy or light, either or, but it's got to get better. Also, the 48, I ride the 48 also, sometimes on coming to connect with the 14 westbound, and I ride it northbound. It has to get a little better also. Like construction, I understand. Other than that, I don't got no issues. It just, the 48 got to get better also. Also, the number 9. I was sitting at Severance at nighttime. The Daves, that was also an hour late. Two buses going the same way towards Sun Center. One bus didn't come into Severance. That's all I have for right now. Thank you.
All right, thank you, and thank you for coming. Anybody else here wish you to make public comment? Anybody else with public comment? Now we go to the phone.
We have one caller. Caller 0387, you can go ahead.
This is Eric Stewart again. As I've reminded you repeatedly, the board, the executive leadership, you made a claim when you implemented this next gen thing that you have with RTA. And you made that claim prior to you implementing it. And that claim is that you wanted to improve direct route and smoother exchanges, transfers, so people could get around. And inside that claim, you said that you were going to do some things. You have not done these things as it applies to reducing service from taking out the 48A and not even taking the time out to study the matter and what could have been done with the 15 Walden, which should be now the 15A, and increased health service for the social economic well-being of the public. This goes directly to you, India Terry. You're directly responsible for this as a CEO to have got this done, and you didn't do it. You didn't even study it. The Board of Trustees has not even taken seriously how the 15A comes in such close proximity to 5 taxpayer-funded neighborhood public libraries. It connects 61 businesses at Pinecrest so that people don't have to get off the bus at Tri-C and walk in the bitter cold of the Pinecrest if they want to get there. That includes shoppers and employees. And this is what this is about. Work, school, hospitals, and should be public libraries as well. If you're not going to do this, you need to remove yourself from employment with RTA and stop being disingenuous to the public. This is something that should be studied. The Community Advisory Committee should be looking at this, and there has been no conversation from the new Community Advisory Committee members about this with the public. In addition to that, which is the bigger problem if it's brought up to me, is that not only has there not been any discussion, there's been no clarity as to whether you ever even consider having a discussion. The budget accommodates the pursuit
Caller
of the
0387,
15A.
it has been 2
Budget
minutes.
accommodates the pursuit of the 48.
We have no other callers in queue.
No
All right.
comments on the web form.
No comments on the web form, all right? We were able to handle Ms. Welch, your committee, so there's no need for an executive session. All right? No need for that.
There's no need for an executive
I
session.
believe we still need one.
We still
for
need to do
another
the
matter.
okay.
Yes. Yep.
I'm corrected. We do need an executive session according.
We do need one? All right. May we have a motion for executive session?
So moved. I'd like to make a motion for executive session to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, compensation of a public employee or official.
Second, Welch.
All right, Mayor Biassiata,
Yes.
Mayor Kumar,
Yes.
President Lucas,
Yes.
Ms. McPherson, Ms. Mersman,
Yes.
Ms. Pachetti,
Yes.
Mr. Sleesman,
Yes.
Mayor Weiss,
Yes.
and Ms. Welch.
Yes.
We have 9 ayes and none opposed.
All right. We're going to adjourn to the executive committee, meeting over to my left, so everyone can remain in their seats, and we will be back very shortly.
Okay, we're ready.
I have a motion to come out of executive session.
Motion Welch?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, aye.
You need a roll
Do
call?
I need a roll call to come out?
Roll call?
Okay, Mayor Biassiata.
Yes. Yes.
Mayor Kumar.
Yes.
President Lucas.
Yes.
Ms. McPherson. Yes. Ms. Mersman.
Yes.
Ms. Pachetti.
Yes.
Mr. Sleesman.
Yes.
Mayor Weiss.
Yes.
And Ms. Welch.
Yes.
Okay, you have 9 ayes and none opposed.
Thank you very much. The next regular board meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, April the 16th.
Excuse me,
boardroom.
Reverend.
To the president, I
Excuse me,
think we have
Reverend.
to go back to the COC.
Okay. Thank you very much. We do have something that needs to be voted on. As board president, I recommend that we reinstate the previous ad hoc selection committee for the purpose of renewing applicants for the 2 vacant positions on the COC. The ad hoc selection committee for COC will be trustee Lauren Welch, who will serve as chair, trustee Paul Kumar, and trustee David Weiss. These 3 will all be voting members of the ad hoc selection committee. Can I have a motion approving this selection committee? Motion?
Motion Welch?
Second?
Second, Pachetti.
Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Will we have a roll call, please?
Mayor Biassiata.
Yes.
Mayor Kumar.
Yes.
President Lucas.
Yes?
Ms. McPherson. Yes. Ms. Mersman.
Yes.
Ms. Pachetti.
Yes.
Mr. Sleesman.
Yes.
Mayor Weiss.
Yes.
And Ms. Welch.
Yes.
We have 9 ayes and none opposed.
Thank you very much. I thank the legal department for wonderful penmanship that I can read. Thank you. All right, the next board meeting, we've already mentioned what date is. The meeting will be streamlined, and it will also be available if you wish to come and be present. As you see some here, the public is welcome. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Any discussion on that? All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
We will now move to our annual meeting. I know I have it here somewhere. Help me find it, will you? Thank you very much. It is both my privilege and pleasure to call to order the annual meeting. May we have the roll call?
Mayor Biassiata.
Here.
Mayor Kumar.
Here.
President Lucas.
Yes?
Ms. McPherson. Ms. Mersman.
Here.
Ms. Pachetti.
Here.
Mr. Sleesman.
Yep.
Mayor Weiss.
Here.
And Ms. Welch.
Here.
You have 9 board members present. You have a quorum.
Thank you. May we have the certification?
Mr. President, I first did advise that notice of this meeting has been posted more than 24 hours in advance of the meeting, that the usual notification has been given the news media and other interested persons, that all requirements of the Ohio Revised Code and rules and bylaws of this board regarding notice of meeting have been complied with.
All right, thank you very much. It is certainly a privilege to now call on the chairperson of the nominating committee. May I say to this board, what a privilege it's been for me these last 6 years to be in the position of officer of the board. And I certainly wish the new president and the new vice president very best. I'll be around for a little while, I think, and we will certainly give you all of the support that I can. I'm just very proud of the cooperation that I've had from all the boards that I've chaired each year. Now, Mayor Tony, it's in your hand.
Thank you, Mr. President. Before we get going, I just take the opportunity to thank Reverend Lucas for his leadership. I'm proud to call him a friend, and I've learned a lot about transit from him. over the last couple of years, and I look forward to learning even more. And to our incoming officers, no pun intended, they have big shoes to fill. So earlier this year, the nominating committee sent out letters to all the board members asking for interest in our leadership roles. We did receive 2 letters of interest, one for president, one for vice president, Mayor Kumar for president, and trustee Lauren Welch for vice president. These 2 candidates were approved by the nominating committee meeting back on March 5th, 2024, to be considered at today's annual meeting of the whole group. At this time, I'd like to ask the board if there's any additional nominations for the board president. Hearing none, we'll move on. Do I have a motion to approve Mayor Kumar as president of the Board of Trustees of Greater Cleveland Regional Transit Authority?
So moved, Mayor Weiss.
Second, Welch.
Roll call.
Okay, Mayor Biassiata.
Yes.
Mayor Kumar.
Yes.
President Lucas.
Yes.
Ms. McPherson. Yes. Ms. Mersman.
Yes.
Ms. Pachetti.
Yes.
Mr. Sleesman.
Yes.
Mayor Weiss.
Yes.
And Ms. Welch.
Yes.
We have 9 ayes and none opposed.
Congratulations, Mayor Kumar, our new president. President Kumar, would you like to make a statement at this time?
Oh, just again, I want to echo what you said about Reverend Lucas of his leadership and guidance. I know over my tenure at RTA in the last 6 months as vice president, he's been incredibly helpful in his perspective on the Transit Authority, the things that we've done here. I know in particular, we have, I just made some notes here. We funded the much-needed funding for new rail cars. We have transit ambassadors riding the system, assisting our customers. We've instituted and sworn in the Civilian Oversight Committee and Community Advisory Committee members. And as always, Reverend Lucas kept a fine line on paratransit riders. And we really just appreciate what you've done. So I say that from a perspective of it's given us, I think, myself and all of us, a really good foundation to move forward on. And so we really want to thank you for that. And I look forward to leading from where you have left off.
Yes, thank you.
All right, at this time, I ask the board, do we have any additional nominations for the role of vice president? Great. Hearing none, we're going to move on to the nomination of Trustee Welsh for vice president. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second, Sleesman.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Biassiata.
Yes.
Mayor Kumar.
Yes.
Reverend Lucas.
Yes.
Ms. McPherson. Yes. Ms. Mersman.
Yes.
Ms. Pachetti.
Yes.
Mr. Sleesman.
Yes.
Mayor Weiss.
Yes.
And Ms. Welch.
Yes.
Congratulations.
9 ayes, no opposed. Yes, you can vote for yourself.
Yeah.
It was too
Vice,
late.
Vice President Welch, would you like to make a statement at this time?
I also want to thank you, Reverend Lucas, for just your leadership, your guidance, your advocacy, for welcoming me as a fellow mayoral appointee with open arms and just guiding me through so much transition that has not happened not only in our city, but in our region and on this board. And so I just want to thank you again. You are leaving such a tremendous legacy, not only on this board, but in this city, in this state, in our hearts. So thank you again, and I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful. Once again, congratulations to President Kumar and Vice President Welch, and thanks to Reverend President Lucas. This concludes the nominating committee portion of our annual meeting. I'll call for adjournment at 10:21. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The meeting is adjourned at 10:21.
The meeting is over.
You know, I contemplated it.